So, the big question everyone's asking, when are we actually going to see this new fourth stimulus check? The one worth thousands of dollars for millions of people? I get this question constantly in the comments, and honestly, I get it. So many people are saying, I needed this yesterday. Believe me, I feel the same way. We're all in that same boat, waiting, wondering, and hoping for some clarity. So today, I want to break it all down, where things really stand right now, what's being talked about, and what kind of timeline we're realistically looking at. First, let me clear something up because I see it all the time in the comments. If this does go through, it's not going to be sent out to just one group, like Seniors First, or SSI, or SSDI, or one specific type of beneficiary. That's not how it works. It would go out across the board, all at the same time. So when people ask, well, when will seniors get it? Or when do people on SSI get it? The answer is, if it happens for everyone together. Now, before I dive into the stimulus side of things, quick shout out to a few people from this amazing community, Marilyn, Patty, and Harold. They reached out recently for some free help with Medicare as they were turning 65 and going through that enrollment process. And not only did they get squared away, but Harold even saved himself $79 a month. That's nearly $1,000 a year just by making a quick call. 10 or 15 minutes and boom, real savings. Pretty awesome. So if you're approaching 65 or thinking about retirement soon, seriously, take advantage of that free resource. It's worth it. All right, back to the big question. I can already predict I'll upload this video, and sure enough, I'll see comments asking, when are we getting it? So let's just get into it. Right now, a lot of talk is circulating about the so-called $600 rebate check. Some people call it a rebate, others call it a stimulus. It's basically the same thing. It comes from something called the American Worker Rebate Act of 2025, which was introduced by Senator Josh Hawley. The idea is that this money would come from tariff revenues collected by the government and then redistributed back to the American people. Sounds great, right? But here's the kicker: no one knows when or even if it's actually going to happen. That's the frustrating part. You'll see rumors floating around with specific dates, but the truth is, nothing official has been nailed down. At this point, there are a few different ways it could play out. Lawmakers could decide to pass it as a standalone bill at any time. They could also attach it to a larger piece of legislation, like the federal budget that's coming up soon or the next reconciliation bill scheduled for later this year. They could also attach it to a larger piece of legislation, like the federal budget that's coming up soon or the next reconciliation bill scheduled for later this year. And of course, they could always push it off into next year. So yeah, there are multiple opportunities for this to be added on, but nothing has been finalized yet. Now, here's the good news. The longer it takes, the more tariff revenue builds up and the more money potentially comes back to us. The original legislation says no less than $600 per person, but for households, that could easily add up to thousands. Think about a couple getting $1,200 or families with multiple dependents. This adds up fast. So even though the waiting is painful, the final amount could actually be bigger depending on how long it takes. At the end of the day, though, we're in a holding pattern. We don't have a date, not even a solid time frame. It could happen with the budget. It could happen with reconciliation. Or it could just sit there until lawmakers decide to act. And I know that's not the answer anyone really wants to hear. We live in a world now where people want things immediately, and waiting is frustrating. But with this, unfortunately, patience is the only option until we get official updates. So for everyone who's been asking in the comments and on live streams, this is what we know right now. Nothing is certain, nothing is scheduled, but it's on the table. And as soon as more information comes out, I'll be right here keeping you updated. And hey, quick reminder again, if you're heading into Medicare or you're already one of the 70 million people enrolled, that free resource is there for you. Make sure you're covered, ask your questions, make a little wish list of what coverage you want: doctors, networks, dental, vision, prescriptions, all of it, and let them help you find the best plan. A short phone call could save you hundreds or even thousands. All right, that's where things stand for now. Don't forget to hit subscribe. It's free, and drop a like if you found this helpful. Share this video with anyone you know who's waiting on updates or who could use help with Medicare. And of course, check out the library of videos on the channel if you want to dig deeper into all the latest updates. Until next time, I'll keep you posted.